Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to this episode of Second Home. Today is all about celebrating the Asean Day. This event is hosted by the Malaysian ambassador, and it's about bringing 10 different South Asian countries together. This is an annual event and is done every year for the past 51 years, mashallah. I hope you enjoy this show as we have some conversations with you, with a few ambassadors, and a glimpse of the cultural event and the dance that happened. We hope you enjoy today's show as much as we enjoyed shooting for it. So stay with us. We are now in conversation with the Ambassador of Thailand to Kuwait, His Excellency Dusit Manapan. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Could you tell us a little bit about this event, your views?
This event is about the celebration of the 51st anniversary of the Association of South Asian Nations, or ASEAN. ASEAN was founded on the 8th of August 1967, or 51 years ago. Yeah. As I mentioned in my remark, if we compare ASEAN with a man, this man is a mature adult, full of life experiences, negative and positive. And this man is taking responsibilities for the well-being, for the more mature, more secure, more stable, and more peaceful environments of the family members, which is its peoples, its region, and the world. And this man has grown from day one, which is on the 8th of August 1967, with only 5 founding member countries, with population of less than 200 million. Until now, we have 620 millions. And it has grown from 5 member countries to 10 member countries. It encompasses all countries in Southeast Asia regions. In 1967, most of the country in the region produce only the primary commodities. We didn't know about the export. We didn't know about the global economies. But now, ASEAN combined GDP is 2.5 trillion US dollar.
That's an astounding number. And I love how you've personified the association by calling it a person and its responsibilities. That's a very interesting way of speaking. I loved it. Tell us more.
Yeah, because, the ASEAN has been successful in many areas. The key for our success is, ASEAN is always open, inclusive, and outward-looking. And we, in the process of our community building efforts, we have opened our region to external linkages, and we always embrace and we always cultivate ties with key players in the world. be they countries, be they regional groupings, be they international organizations. And now I would say that we have about, we call it dialogue partner. We have 11 of them, which include the EU and the United Nations. We have 28 accredited ambassadors to ASEAN from countries, from organizations around the world. And in order to deliver our profile in foreign countries, we have 42 ASEAN committees in third countries, which include ASEAN committee in Kuwait. We are one of the 42 ASEAN committees, and our main mission is to deliver the ASEAN profile in our host country and to make to raise awareness of ASEAN among the local peoples. And we have organized regular activities.
Yes, that would have been my next question. I was curious about the activities, but I also like how you mentioned that the key success for this association is that it's forward-looking, it's outward-looking. So, but tell us about the activities of this association.
Yeah, we have meetings. Our activity range from meetings, seminars, cultural exchange, cultural performance like dance, food, film. We have sport. We do sport like bowling, badminton, ping pong, futsal, soccer, something like that. And we also have the so-called solidarity promoting, like we have family days, and most of the time, when we have activities, many Kuwaiti people join our activity because many of them are family members of the ASEAN people here, and from there, we can build on the person that we have known to the wider scale of of the people in Kuwait, and I think we have gained more and more recognition from Kuwait, from Kuwaiti peoples, and at the higher level, our ambassador here, which we have ASEAN has 10 countries, but here in Kuwait we has 9 resident ambassador, means we have 9 ASEAN embassy based in Kuwait and 1 non-resident ambassador of Singapore.
That speaks a lot about Kuwait as well.
Yeah. We attach very high importance to Kuwait because we have 9 out of 10 member country here based our embassy here, and we have regular meetings with the governments, with the private sectors, to try to sell, ASEAN in Kuwait, and yeah, that's what we have done, and we're going to do it.
You spoke about the culture and food and music and art and dance. I believe you have a lot to be proud of in terms of culture. What I sense and what I see about your culture is they're very respectful. That's the first thing. I mean, I've seen it's such graceful greetings that you give. A little bow, and I find that extremely beautiful in terms of culture.
I would say basically we are a very modest and mild culture, and even Thais or Indonesian or Malaysian, I think we share the same, there are some, for me personally, I think we share some similarities in the way we deal with other peoples, we are quite humble, very modest, and yeah, very soft. Yeah.
I would agree to every single one of those attributes that you've mentioned. Thank you so much for talking to us. It's a pleasure. And what is it that we say in Thailand? Sawadika? Sawadika?
ขอบคุณครับ is thank you, but for greeting or for say goodbye is สวัสดีครับ
It's now time to meet the host of today's event, the second in charge to the Ambassador of Malaysia, Mr. Muhammad Noor Anwar. Welcome to our show.
Thank you very much, and thank you for coming to our event today.
It's our pleasure. Tell us about the event.
Today we are celebrating the 51st anniversary of the inception of the Association of Southeast Asian Nation, or commonly known as Asean. So it was first founded 51 years ago, and today, on this very day, 8 August, we are celebrating the 51st anniversary. Yes.
What about, is it always that Malaysia will host, or every year different countries will host in Kuwait? How does it work?
Basically, it's a on rotational basis, and technically, the country chairman for this year is Singapore as the host of the whole ASEAN meetings. But we don't have any ambassador or embassy of Singapore in Kuwait, so we decided to have Thailand. We should be the next year's chairman as the chairman for this year also. So currently, the chairman for ASEAN Committee in Kuwait, ACK, is Thailand, and he is the ambassador. Ambassador Dusit Manapan is the chair of the current ASEAN Committee in Kuwait, and he is overseeing and monitoring all the ASEAN activities together. Yeah.
What are your expectations for today's evening? It looks like a great event. A lot of people expected. What are your expectations from this event, and what do you hope to achieve?
Thank you very much for the question. I think today we are very honored to become the host for the flag raising ceremony of ASEAN, where just now we were singing the anthem of ASEAN, the ASEAN Way, and we are becoming the host for the event under the auspices of Thailand as the ACK chairman. So that's the tradition of ASEAN. We are doing the activities together, and they are asking us to help out in providing the venues for today's event. So we are more than happy to help, and we have the working group committee who make sure that this event running smoothly. And my expectation to today's event is for us to commemorate the spirit of the inception of ASEAN, which was established 51 years ago. So today we gathered together among all the ASEAN diplomats and family members, and we also invite the ASEAN plus 3, Republic of Korea, China, and also Japan, and also Australia and India. All of their ambassadors are coming today to celebrate the ASEAN Day together, and of course, me personally, I'm very happy with the turnout, and hopefully that this will enhance the relation of ASEAN countries and ASEAN dialogue partners. Yeah.
Now to what you're wearing. It's very interesting. I couldn't have not spoken to you about it. So I'm assuming this is the national dress of Malaysia. What is it called?
Yeah, thank you very much for noticing what I'm wearing today. So today I'm wearing, and some of my colleagues also wearing the same suit. We call it baju Melayu for the men, and for the ladies we call it baju kurung. So basically this is our national dress, and we always wear it during our big events, especially during Eid and also during our National Day. So today I'm taking this opportunity to wear this national event, and I am so proud of wearing it. And this is the complete set of it. So we have the headgear, and we have 5 buttons, and actually it resembles the 5 pillars of Islam. Yes, and
that's really profound.
yes, it has a very significant and profound meaning. that is the philosophy of wearing baju Melayu. Baju means something you wear, and Melayu is our race, Malay. And this is the complementary fabric that we wear. We call it kain sampin. And the pants. Actually, more or less, it looks like the Pakistani salwar kameez something. But the difference is, the Pakistani or Indian dress is longer. But this one is shorter, and we cover it up by using this complementary fabric. We call it songket. Yeah, so I'm glad that you are asking about this. So I'm very happy to wear this, and I really hope that our national dress would be known globally.
Inshallah, I do believe that what you wear and shows where you're coming from. And when you do want to go far, it's important to recognize your roots and remember where you've come from. So the idea of wearing your national dress during events like that definitely, I believe, reinforces your values, because this is not just the dress, it symbolizes your values, which again, I was talking to someone and appreciating how respectful and graceful all of you are.
Yeah, that's why there is no days without me being so proud of wearing this, and I'm really looking forward to wear this, especially during the gathering with friends and diplomats from other countries.
I would love to ask you two things. One, what are your views of Kuwait? And the other, our audience would love to know your take on your country, Malaysia.
Okay, this is, for your information, this is my first assignment as a diplomat. I'm very junior diplomat at my ministry, and I found Kuwait as a very, accommodating country, you know. I can see that in the way they're treating the guests, the ambassadors, the dignitaries from my country. Each time when we have incoming official visits by our ministers, I think they are very generous in entertaining and treating the guests. So that is, I think, one of the best good things about Kuwait and its people. And secondly, I think Kuwait is a very diverse, and they are very open, and they accept the people very openly, with arms wide open. And I believe that Kuwaiti people are very, very welcoming. So that is my take on Kuwait and its people. And of course, I adore the Amir of the state of Kuwait as the global icon for humanitarian assistance. So I every day I'm looking forward to read the news about the Amir of Kuwait. So I believe that Kuwait people are very lucky to have the Amir as their head of the state. So I believe that I am also proud to be here where the Amir become the leader of this country. And I believe that this bodes well with the relation between Malaysia and Kuwait, because Malaysia is one of the first Southeast Asian countries, among the first, to establish a very good relations with Kuwait. And we are among the first Southeast Asian countries to have embassy here. Our embassy before was located somewhere else in Surah, and we moved here in 2003. And then we had a land exchange agreement between Malaysia and Kuwait. So there we took this plot of land to build our own building. So we are very grateful to the Kuwaiti government and the Kuwaiti people for very good relations, and for us to have this beautiful building on the land that contributed by the government of Kuwait. So I think with the arrival of my new ambassador next week, so I believe that the relations between Malaysia and Kuwait will be enhanced very soon, inshallah.
Let's talk a little about Malaysia. We've heard the slogan, Malaysia, truly Asia.
Yes.
Tell us about what kind of tourists are expected in Malaysia, and I'm sure you get them from all over the world.
Of course, we have a lot of tourists coming from Kuwait, because every day we receive visa requests, visa application from tourists, not only from the Kuwaiti people but also the expatriates living in Kuwait. And for me personally, I'm welcoming all the Kuwaiti people and all the nationalities who are living in Kuwait to come and visit Malaysia. And of course, Malaysia Truly Asia is our very well-known tourism slogan. And we really, literally, truly Asia, because we have a lot of races. We have Indian, ethnics, Chinese, live together with different cultures, but we live happily in one country. So Malaysia, indeed, truly Asia. Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking to us. What is it that we say goodbye, I would know, in Malaysia?
We say goodbye, selamat tinggal.
Selamat
Jumpa
tinggal.
lagi. I hope to see you soon.
Jumpa lagi then.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. We are now in conversation with the Charge d'Affaires of the Embassy of Indonesia, Mr. Gantasari. Welcome to our show.
Thank you very much.
This is a beautiful event out here, lots of people. Tell us your views on this event and what you think it achieves.
Yeah, I think it's a good. We are Asean. We are working together to celebrate Indonesian anniversary commemoration. Every embassy here in ASEAN embassy in Kuwait, they are supporting each other. They provide everything to show our rich of culture and our because we have also many our nationality here. So we bring our dancer here to show our culture for the public in Kuwait.
I hope to speak to some of the very cute children out there waiting. And really, very grand. I love how all these flags are in place here.
Yeah.
And what do you think this event achieves?
Yeah, I think this event we we promote about ASEAN. We our ASEAN to public in Kuwait. They are in ASEAN. There are some 10 countries of in Southeast Asia. We are working together here. Of course, we cooperate in Kuwait. Yeah.
What do you think is the highlight? If there's one thing I would ask you that you like best about Indonesia, what would that be?
Well, I think a lot of things that I have to say about Indonesia. The culture itself, we have, Bali, we have a culture, and in Java also, we have batik also with what we call the cloth painting in Indonesia is very traditional. And also we have a very beautiful nature. So many what we call tourists coming to Indonesia to enjoy our not only culture but also about our nature in Indonesia.
I've also heard that people come to Bali and also get a little bit exposed to their spiritual side. Like it inspires them to be more spiritual. You think it's because of the nature?
Yeah, one of thing that is about the nature. Yeah, and also our people are very humble. We are smile each other. We are welcome everybody to come to Indonesia. So yeah, if you go to Indonesia, you feel at home.
I hope to come there too soon, inshallah.
By the way, starting mid of August, 18th of August, they are starting the Asian Games in Indonesia. It will be held in Jakarta and Palembang until September. So if you want to have what we call vacation to Indonesia, don't miss it. Go to Jakarta and Palembang. Besides you enjoy our nature, our culture, you can enjoy also the sport event in Indonesia.
So now we know where our next vacation spot is going to be. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you very much.
Ampun jo maaf oi kami mohonkan padudun sana oleh hatiku semua salam oi kami ucapkan karibah indah dengan
It's with great pleasure that I introduce to all of you today's event's dancing team. This is very cute, and I'm also speaking to the teacher here who's prepared all these cute children for today's event. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Asti.
Asti. Asti, tell us about, first, I have to comment on their costume. It is so pretty, the cap and all of that. So how is this prepared? Do you prepare them yourselves? Is this something you can buy directly off the shelf?
Actually, I'm not prepared them by myself. I buy from Indonesia. I send direct from Indonesia. This is all handmade from there.
Right.
Handmade.
And what is it called?
This the dancing called is Tari Indang Badinding. This came from our one state of Indonesia is the West Sumatra. West Sumatra.
And the beautiful song that was playing in the background while they were dancing, what does it mean? I didn't quite understand.
Actually, the meaning, exactly meaning, I don't know also because this another language. But the all meaning, the main meaning is about the joyful of friendship.
Okay, you know, because that did show, even without not understanding the words, we could see that definitely they were spreading the message of being joyful and being cheerful. Their smiles are so adorable, mashallah. Tell us, how long does this take to rehearse something like that? How long have you been practicing?
This around 2 months.
Mashallah, wow. And it's not easy, I know, to deal with very tiny tots because they have mood of their own. And so I would ask you, are you a patient person?
The first should be patient, no, because the children, no, we cannot push them to do like this, to push them, because we have to with joyful and happiness. Only they can learn everything.
Okay, let me confirm that. Have you enjoyed learning to dance?
Yes, it's a really good experience. Like she's teaching nicely and all, and I really like her as a dance teacher.
Oh, that is the sweetest thing. Don't you just love it when children come out and say that they love the way you teach?
Thank you.
It is so rewarding. So yes, you are successful. If your student can tell you that you're a good teacher, then that's your reward, right?
Thank you.
So all of you had fun doing this dance. Say a big yes.
Fun doing this.
Yes, and we hope that you will be doing this again next time for the next event.
Say inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you. This is all we have for today. It was a lot of fun covering the ASEAN Day, and we wish them every success for all their future events. Until next week, when we bring something brand new from the team of Kuwait TV2, stay blessed.